Hello, and welcome to Life and Times Monday. Today, we're looking back at the first time a klutz, that would be me, tried to go skiing. Well, the first and only time I tried to go skiing, in a story that I have to call It's All Downhill From Here, which will start right after the titles. The year was 1980. I was not yet 14 years old, and I lived in Hill City, Minnesota. The school I attended at the time had an outing day every year where you could pick which activities you wanted to do. And for whatever reason, despite knowing that I am a complete klutz, I decided to try skiing. I did hedge my bets a little bit by only signing up for half a day. The second half of the day, I signed up for the computer lab. But the day comes, and my brother and I are both signed up for the skiing, so we take the bus together. We get to the resort, we get our skis and all that stuff, we get our gear, get all put together, and we go over to the first hill, which is called the bunny hill. And in case you don't know the terminology, the bunny hill is where you go when you don't know what you're doing. It's the simplest, easiest hill. And to get up this bunny hill, there's what they call a tow rope. So this is literally a moving rope, which you hold on to and then pulls you up the hill. Going back to where I said I'm a complete klutz. Put my hand on the rope and fell down. This happened multiple times. I may have gotten a few feet, but finally after a few tries, I managed to get on there and get pulled up halfway up the hill where I fell down. By this point, there is a queue behind me, so the person behind me fell on top of me. The person behind them fell on top of them. And we had this whole little dog pile, domino pile going with me at the bottom. Humiliating, but I was used to that as a klutz. Went back down the hill, took the bunny rope up again, and managed to make it to the top. We were probably at least an hour into the day by now. So at the top of the hill, I started going and fell down. Picked myself up and fell down. After a few more attempts, I managed to make it down the bunny hill once. Barely. And at the bottom of the hill, my brother, who had made it down 2 or 3 times by this point, and his friend said, "Oh, we're going to this bigger hill. You should come with us." Again, I don't know what I was thinking, peer pressure maybe, but I agreed. The second hill had what's called a T-bar to get to the top. And this is literally a thin metal bar with another thin metal bar here that they try to balance people left to right. So I was a chubby kid, so they put me on one side and an adult, one of the teachers, on the other. This is not a good idea because even though I was a chubby kid, our weight wasn't balanced. And you can probably see where this is going. We got about halfway up the hill, and I lost my balance and fell off, which of course meant the T-bar swung and threw the teacher off the other side. He laughed it off though, so that was fine. He decided to walk back down the hill and do it again. I, for whatever reason, decided to walk up the hill. So I took off my skis and walked up the hill, get to the top, and put my skis back on and start going backwards. And realized immediately, I'm not actually at the top of the hill, I'm still on a slope. So I fell down, took off the skis, and managed to get to the top of the hill. By this point, my brother and his friends were waiting impatiently. So putting on my skis, and we start to go down this bigger hill. And I immediately go off and crash into the snowbank on the right. Put on this, get out of the snowbank, climb up, get back on the path, go off the ski bank to the left. Did this 3 or 4 times, and finally just said, you know what, this is stupid, I'm not going to do this. So I took off my skis and started to walk down the hill. Now this is a school trip, but I remember specifically walking by a group of probably 4 or 5 school students drinking out of a brown paper bag, and I have no idea what they could have been drinking. But I just kept going, ignoring the kind of nasty looks from them. This path led onto the bunny hill, and I walked down the bunny hill. I went into the lodge, handed in my skis, got back on the bus, went to the school, and into the computer lab, where I had a much better afternoon than morning. And my destiny has been set ever since, and I work in IT to this day. I hope that was worth a chuckle, that you enjoyed this story. If so, please like, comment, and share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more. I'll be back on Wednesday with a musings and random stuff video. Until then, just remember to be good. And if you can't be good, be wicked well.